Okay, good night everyone. I am recording this video, but hello to everyone. I am going to be bleaching the knots on this 4x4 transparent closure. I am testing out this curly Burmese hair and this particular vendor. So I wanted to do a video to show how the curls popped when they are wet. However, I have to bleach the knots, so it just makes sense to go ahead and bleach the knots on the unit before I make that particular video. So today I am going to use the Brilliance bleaching powder, a 30 volume developer, and I am going to be washing and conditioning the hair with this Icy Miracle Moist shampoo and conditioner. So I am simply going to take the bleaching powder. This is my first time using Brilliance, but I have seen it on lots of videos and it is highly recommended by a lot of people in the wig industry. So I said, well, let me go ahead and try it out, because I have been using another brand by Swarthcoff, not the Blonde Me, but another one of their products. I really like it, and so I said, well, let me try the Brilliance, since I have been hearing so much about it and I'm having trouble getting into it. So let me grab a knife because my nails are not working. And everyone raves about how wonderful it smells, and I can tell you that right off the bat, I understand what they mean when they say the smell, because it does not smell like a bleaching powder. It has sort of a fruity smell to it, and I hear that that's a fabulous thing. They also say that it expands as it sits on the hair. I'm hoping that that is a plus as well. I am only going to be bleaching the knots on this unit. I am going to try not to use too much product, because generally I always use too much product. But it's because I'm not skimpy with my products either. I do understand that everything has a cost associated with it, but I just don't feel that skimping on the products is providing my customers with the best experiences when it comes to servicing them. So I don't skimp on my products. And I can already see that I have used too much developer. The consistency is not thick enough for me to bleach my knots without it seeping through my lace. So I'm going to need to put a little more powder in it. Now, I do notice that when I mix it with the developer, it does have that smell, but I'm going to take into account that that is due to the developer. So give me just a second. I'm going to mix it up really well. As you can see, it's thickening up. And I was actually looking for some purple color to add to it. I always do this, so I'm going to add just a drop or two. Well, just a drop of purple hair dye into that. Mix it around. And I think that this consistency might be thick enough and that I have enough. Let me see, will it stand up? And I have enough to cover the product. To cover the lace without having too much. So I always use a plastic spoon to apply the bleach to my lace. And this particular time, I am not going to spray it with the Gots to Be spray, just because I want to see how it actually does. Someone said, and I think it is in my class that I have from Everything Ebony, that says don't spray the lace with the Gots to Be because it's going to prevent your knots from bleaching. Since I am not bleaching anything else, I am going to go ahead and put all of the product that I have onto my lace and begin to spread it out. So I just take the knife and I spread it because it's a thick consistency, and I'm trying not to be in you guys' way. It spreads like peanut butter. But that's okay because I have enough. I think I want to leave it on my back knots for a minute because I know that my front knots are going to lift pretty fast because they are very, very thin. But I'm going to go ahead to the front. This is my first time using this product, guys, so I am going to be watching it. And so you just want to spread it out. And as you spread, it is going to go down into the holes on your lace. Get it as far to the front as possible without touching my hair, because I do want my front knots to be totally invisible. So that was just enough. This is how it looks when I have it all spread it on. I'm going to turn it face down. I am going to set my, well, I don't actually need to set a timer because I can actually see the knots. So I'm just going to watch it until it looks to where I want it. And I will be back to show you guys the results. But I do close it up inside of the foil, and I will check on it every 5 minutes, and I'll be back to show you my results. If it seeps through to my hairs, I'm going to show you how to correct that as well. Thank you for watching.
But with the demand. So
and guys, I wanted to film. This is the shedding that I received.
Builders slow down building
when I combed out, well, brushed out.
Can't build fast enough. The other night,
one of the bundles.
I was watching something where instead of them using wood,
so when you comb it out,
they have a machine
the hair gets pretty big and fluffy.
To do the framing for the property.
This is what it looks like
that doesn't use lumber,
untouched.
So that way we can actually try to catch
but
up
I am doing testing to show you guys everything about the hair. So I decided to go ahead and comb out one of the bundles because I am going to wash and condition them. But I also wanted to have footage of how this hair behaves. So if you do a lot of manipulating and combing of the curls, it is going to get nice and fluffy. If you like very big hair, this hair is probably going to triple in size. But we are going to wash and condition it and define the curls to show you how wonderfully they pop when you define them. And I am also going to go and purchase a product that was recommended by,
it's supply and demand. If we had too much,
I can't remember her name, but if I remember through the video when I'm using the product, I'll mention who she is. She's on YouTube. And so I am going to get that product. She says it works very well for once you have defined the curls to keep the hair from fluffing back up if you do not like it to fluff. So I Just wanted to show you guys how the hair behaved when it was dried and fluffed out. Again, this is how the hair started off, very uniform and very tamed, and if you manipulate it, this is the results.
You have these high income paying positions in there.
Hi guys, it's been 15 minutes now. These are the results. I am going to leave it on for just 5 more minutes. After that 5 minutes, I am going to go ahead and rinse it out. At that point, I should have the desired results. I'll be back. And guys, I also wanted to share this as well. The product definitely expands. Look how fluffy it is. This was after removing the closure from the foil paper, and that is how much it has expanded. Like, it is really, really fluffy. But I'll be back with my results to show you guys how it came out. Hi guys, I am back, and I am going to go ahead and wash and condition the Burmese curly hair that I am testing. Since I am filming, I am going to go ahead and show you guys the curls. This is the hair when it is wet, and I defined the curls on camera. This bundle is what the hair looks like dry and unmanipulated. I am going to go ahead and comb this out, well, brush it out, so that you can see how the hair behaves when it is manipulated in different ways. So I start combing out the curls from the ends to avoid snagging and pulling on the hair. Once I have the ends combed out, then I move upwards towards the base of the hair. And as I'm combing, guys, you can see the hair getting fluffy and bigger and bigger and bigger the more I manipulate those curls. But you can also see that I'm not getting any tangling of the hair. I'm not sure if you guys can see the little shedding that I'm getting on my counter, but I will move it down to show it to you. There is little shedding, and that is always expected with curly units. As long as you're not getting handfuls of hair, minimal shedding is expected. But this is what the hair looks like dry and manipulated. I think the curls are still very pretty. The hair gets very, very fluffy. If you like big, curly, natural textured hair, this hair is beautiful. So I'm going to take you in a little bit to show you the shedding that I got. If you can see that on my counter, that is the shedding that I received from the brush out. So now, guys, I am going to go ahead, shampoo and condition the hair. Oh, let me show you my closure piece. So this is the closure piece. I have already gone in and bleached the knots, because I said, hey, if I'm going to wet the hair, I just as well bleach the knots on it. This is my closure construction. As you can see, I don't have a ton of orange or yellow cast. For my bleaching, I use the blonde Brilliance bleaching powder in a 30 volume developer, and I also washed it with the ion purple shampoo. But this is how the lace came out. I like the way the knots bleached on it. Let's see if I can show you. I like the way that the knots bleached on the unit. I am very satisfied and pleased with the results so far. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wash and condition and let you guys see the outcome. I am going to start with the bundle that I fluffed out, just so you guys can see. First, I'm just going to wet it to show you how fast it goes back to that consistent curly shape. Let me get the ends nice and saturated. That's what it's looking like. And I'm just gonna brush through it. I haven't put any products on the hair. just using my paddle brush. And look at how those curls are absolutely popping. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Look at those curls. Imagine if I put a moisturizing product on those curls. How beautiful they'll be. I am going to do all of that. So I'm going to wash them with my shampoo and condition them. I'm going to let them air dry, and then I'm going to construct my unit. And why am I washing and conditioning them? Because I am going to construct a unit. And I just believe that the hair should be washed. So I take a little bit of the shampoo, put it on the hair, and I rake it through using just my fingers. Now you can't use the brush, it's not going to damage the hair in any way. But you just want to make sure that you're not tugging and pulling on the hair. And again, look at those curls and those waves. It is both wavy and curly. That's what makes it so pretty. That's how much shampoo I use, 1 pump. Saturate the bundle. I'm not using a ton of shampoo because, again, I don't think that the hair is particularly dirty. I mean, it's not filthy. I'm just washing it because, of course, it was sent to me all packaged up. I'm not sure what could have been done with the hair, what all it has gone through, but I believe that washing it is important. I am testing, so this is going to be my unit. And when I construct the wig, typically I wash the hair. So because my closure was down in a sink, it has got more than enough shampoo on it. This closure is 18 inches, guys. Look how pretty that hair is. And again, I'm just testing. I haven't even decided on this vendor. So far, I am liking everything that I am seeing though. So yeah, I'm liking the hair. I'm loving the way that it behaves. I even like the way it looks dry and fluffy because I like a versatile unit. I would love to wear it with the curls nice and consistent with the wet look, but I would also like to wear it with the hair dry and fluffy. I'm a low maintenance type of girl, and while I love these defined curls and that wet look, I definitely would not to do this to my hair every day, just because I wouldn't want to walk around with a wet head all the time. So eventually, by the end of my work week, my hair is dry and fluffy, but I wouldn't have a problem with it because I like the way that the hair looks dry and fluffy. So I'm going to continue testing. I will be back to show you guys the unit once it is constructed. I am going to wear it for 3 weeks just to see if the hair gives me any trouble. And I am also going to color the hair to see how well it lifts. So I'll be here to show you guys all of those different phases of testing. And I thank you for watching. I want to show you guys how to properly condition the hair. I have footage of what to do when you wash it. I am using this Icy Miracle Moist conditioner and the shampoo. I have already applied the conditioner to my 2 bundles, so I'm going to show you guys with my closure piece. So I take 1 pump because I have a pump bottle of the product. I'm going to start drenching the ends of the hair first because this is curly texture and the ends tend to appear dry faster than the rest of the hair. I'm just going to take the remaining product and distribute it throughout the hair from the palms of my hands, and then you are just going to rake your fingers through the hair. If you are like me and you are a product junkie, I tend to use more product than most people. only because I like for my hair to be saturated with products. I do the same thing when I am bleaching my knots. I am not stingy with my products. So I make sure that the ends of the hair gets lots of product and lots of attention, because that's the part that is going to appear dry and frizzy, if any of it is going to appear dry and frizzy. So I pay particular attention to the ends, make sure that I drench them in product so that they are getting lots of love and affection. And I simply, either you can do like I am doing and run your fingers through them, or you can take a brush and carefully distribute the product. Once you've shampooed, it should go through pretty easily. So there is no tugging on the hair strands. And yeah, the brush will help you to evenly distribute the product into the hair. And so yeah, so then once I have done that, and you can also do the same with your bundles. The hair is already detangled, so I'm just gonna go through with my brush, and you can brush it through the same as you did with the closure. And if you want to, well, what I do, I'm not gonna say if you want to, because everyone has a different way of doing things, guys. So when I want to deep condition my hair, which I am doing now because this hair is brand new, it has never been washed before, and I am testing it. Notice I have lots of product on the hair, as you can see, because I want my hair to be fully saturated. I want to show it love because it's no longer on the donor's head, and it needs the moisture so that it can maintain its luster and its manageability. Okay, so what I do when I deep condition my hair is that I get it saturated with the product, get it distributed throughout the hair. I take it and put it inside of a plastic bag. Whatever type of plastic bag you prefer to use. I use my Walmart bags because I keep them to reuse. I use them in my wastebasket in my bathroom for my trash, and I use it to condition my hair bundles, my wigs. And I take the hair, I place it inside of the Walmart bag. If I am doing a really deep condition, or I'm not going to let the hair sit, I put it into my microwave for 1 minute, and then I take it out and rinse. But just wanted to show you guys how to properly add conditioner to your hair. Don't be stingy with your product, guys, and make sure that you pay special attention to the ends, especially on your curly textures. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.